Good day, good day. I had a little hiccup with a previous stream starting on my end and I fixed it. Good day to you all. Hello, mocap. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're doing well. So today we're gonna start my Live2D adventure, which just begins in Photoshop, so we're not going very far. I've watched so many Live2D tutorials, like I'm so excited to like just jump in. And I'm not gonna say I didn't mess around and jump in a little bit, but it's like one of those things where I'm gonna be way better served just like going by the book and taking it one step at a time, making sure that my model, you know, is the right resolution. So she doesn't get blurry, and also I want her to like be able to turn from side to side. So this like little 3/4 view works really great for my PNG tuber, but for my Live2D model I want more dexterity. I want more. But hello, extension of my will. How are you doing today? As you can see, I also have Leon here, so I don't forget to show him off. So he's done, unless I look at him and I see something glaring that I need to fix, which I already kind of see in edge. We're gonna just pretend that doesn't exist. That's not here. There's no edge. There's no nothing. It's fine. So I'm gonna play him. I'm gonna play him like just a little. I'm gonna turn this music off for a second. I want to play Leon. I want to show him off. Loop him. Make him big. My big boy. My big man. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Alright.
Yeah, no big deal. Yeah, no big deal. Yeah, no big deal.
Here, let me...
Yeah, no big deal.
There we go.
Yeah, no big deal. Yeah, no big deal.
Come on, little bar.
Yeah, no
I want the
deal.
bar to go away.
Yeah, no big deal.
There we go.
Yeah, no
Go.
big deal. Yeah, no big deal. Yeah, no
There we
big
go.
deal.
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah, no big deal. Yeah, no big deal. Oh my god.
Yeah, no big deal.
Bar, go
Yeah,
away.
no big deal. Yeah,
The
no big
little
deal.
play bar is
Yeah,
just
no big
haunting
deal.
me.
Yeah, no big deal.
Oh
Yeah,
my
no
God,
big
I'm gonna
deal.
Make him smaller,
Yeah,
maybe.
no big deal. Yeah, no big deal.
Okay.
Yeah, no big deal. Yeah, no big deal.
Thank you.
Yeah, no big deal. Yeah,
Ugh,
no
I
big
wish I
deal.
could get this stupid
Yeah,
play
no
bar to
big
go
deal.
away.
Yeah, no big deal.
Mini player?
no
Full
big deal.
screen? I
Yeah,
don't
no
know.
big deal. Yeah,
Maybe
no
it'll
big
go
deal.
away on its own.
Yeah, no big deal.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no big deal.
It's gonna drive
Yeah,
me
no
crazy if
big
I
deal.
keep listening to him.
Yeah, no big deal. Yeah, no big deal.
So
Yeah,
I
no big
feel
deal.
like for
Yeah, no big deal. Yeah,
one
no
of my
big deal.
first animations
big
of
deal.
just like a
Yeah,
muscly
no big
guy
deal.
that's
Yeah,
more
no big
realistic,
deal.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
happy
no
with
big
it.
deal. Yeah,
Like
no
I've
big
drawn a
deal.
lot of muscly
Yeah, no
guys
big
and I've
deal.
animated a lot
Yeah,
of
no big
cartoon
deal.
characters, but I
Yeah, no
haven't
big deal.
honestly
no big
done
deal.
both at the same
Yeah.
time. So I'm really pretty satisfied. I'm pretty chuffed, as the British say. I'm quite chuffed. Been watching a lot of like BBC shows. So like I'm pretty chuffed. I'm pretty stoked about this adventure. This is one of many more. You know, I gotta it's like one of those things where it's like, man, you don't want to look at it too long because then you don't want to like be just looking at mistakes. But then you want to look at it and take it in. It's one of those things. I'm always like that. I'm always just like a stickler for like every little detail that nobody notices. I'm like the queen of diminishing returns, and so I have to usurp myself sometimes. But yeah, woohoo, we did it! Yeah, we got Leon. So I'm gonna like set him up to be like some stream alert for something, so he can just play and just be there for me when I need him most. So yay, we finished Leon. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Glad you like it, extension of my will. I am very stoked. Oh, there we go. I could have just done that. There he is. So yeah, so I had to like add like, you know, the belt and a little more of the arm, because he has a whole hand. He has a whole hand that goes down, but the way that the crop is, I really just wanted to keep the gun in frame. So, oh no, he's hot. Oh yes, he's hot. I know.
Yeah, no big deal. Yeah, no
I
big
mean,
deal.
that was my whole
Yeah,
point,
no big deal.
honestly, is like,
Yeah,
man,
no
Leon's
big deal.
hot. I want to
Yeah,
animate
no
him.
big deal. Yeah, no big deal.
I
Yeah,
always,
no big
I
deal.
always wanted to
Yeah,
do
no big
something
deal.
like that, so
Yeah,
I
no
lived
big
my
deal.
dream.
Yeah, no big
We
deal.
may live more
Yeah, no
dreams
big
over
deal.
the summer,
Yeah,
over
no
the
big deal.
course
Yeah,
of,
no big deal. Yeah,
I
no
don't
big
know,
deal. Yeah, no big
even
deal.
past the summer. We'll
Yeah, no
continue to
big
live
deal.
dreams. We'll live
Yeah,
many
no big deal.
dreams. This is
Yeah,
just the
no big
first
deal.
of many Leon dreams. Also, I was gonna art stream yesterday, and then I like, oh my god, I got on such like a tangent because I want to apply to VGen to make like VTubers, and so like I made a little like VTuber showcase video of this one talking. Here, let me make her bigger. You know, I made her in PNG Tuber Deluxe, or no, sorry, Remix. The Queen of Diminishing Returns is a cool title. It's a cool title. It's less fun to live than it is to say. It's a lot more fun to say than it is to live. Oh my gosh. AKA the Queen of Driving Yourself Clinically Insane. Little bit by little bit, frame by frame, line by line. So I made this version of my PNG Tuber and PNG Tuber remix last week, and she's got some lip sync, which I think works. You know, it works pretty well. It works better than I thought it would. I like that when I go, she usually does the right mouth shape. So it's pretty good. I spent like an hour having to like record my own vowel sounds for my own mouth shapes. And so that was an interesting thing. Maybe one day I'll have to demo that, because I think like that actually might, I just want to share that because I couldn't find any tutorials on doing it. I had to figure out how to do it in PNG Tuber Remix myself, which, you know, it was doable. I had the instruction manual from the website because they made like a whole, you know, PDF of instructions on how to use it, but it wasn't like the easiest thing to use, honestly. It wasn't like, I don't know. It works. I mean, I got it to work, so. But I would like to make something so other people can maybe have like something to go off of. And also then maybe somebody can comment and say like, hey, you're doing this kind of weird. Maybe here's a way that you could do it better. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna record something like that like soon, like maybe this week or something. Like I'll go in with another PNG tuber and we can kind of just like do like a little demo. So maybe, again, other people can have an easier time with it, because I found nothing. Yeah, no, it's great that they have instructions on how to use their app, but it's like sometimes I'm a visual learner, so like if I have to read an instruction manual, I can, because I'm fairly analytical. I can monkey around with stuff, but if I see someone do it, that's like so much infinitely easier for me to then figure out how to do it. So it's like I watch someone do it, I do what they do, and then I learn how to do it, versus reading a book and being like, okay, let's monkey around with that. So, you know, I'm very glad that they did have instructions. And just to like bring her up really quick, what was funny to me was like the whole time I'm like, I gotta remember kind of where she is on my screen. All right, the whole time I'm like, where is this lip sync tool? And I don't know, I guess like I had this, I don't know why I never like went over to the experimental tab, which is like literally the tab that allows you to turn on the lip sync. Like I kept going to lip sync configuration and I'm like, I don't know what this is. I'm so confused. And then how do I turn on the lip sync, and how do I make my sprite sheet, and how? And I never found this tab. I don't know why. I just never clicked over. I'm like, properties, movement, wiggle, miscellaneous. I guess that's it. I guess there's no more tabs here. So that was my problem. So yeah. Silly me. Oh. So yeah, we're much more we're doing a much better job this time around. We're figuring things out. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so I spent yesterday trying to make like a little showcase for my PNG tuber, because like she does all sorts of things. You know, she's got this face. I like this face. The one thing with PNG tuber remix I noticed that I don't love is that when you change states, sometimes the lip sync just doesn't go, which is a little annoying. But I really love the mouse tracking. Well, with VTubing, it's face tracking, so I would need to have my webcam up like I do now, and she'd be able to follow my face, which I think is good. We'll see how much my computer can like handle that. Like that's kind of the thing. It's like I feel like for art streaming it'd probably be pretty fine. For gaming, it depends on the game, because my computer already struggled with, I think it struggled with Resident Evil 4 because I put like I put a lot of mods. I put like a negligible amount of mods on my computer. So like that was kind of my problem, I think. Baldur's Gate, it deals with Baldur's Gate, so we'll see if like a webcam would push it over the edge. And yeah, I would rather not do that. But we have this face and we have like a bunch of other faces, you know. I showed my mom these faces. She's like, it's the same face. It's like that Office meme. I'm like, no, it's slightly different. So I might differentiate them more. I don't know. I feel like these vibes are a little different, but this one's definitely very usable for me. And then we got like sweat drops, one big sweat drop. And we got like a bunch of little sweat drops. I really love the toggles in this program. You know, I can game if I want to with all the sweat drops. I can do art. But oh yeah, I can put my little Baldur's Gate guy on my head. I have to make my avatar smaller so he doesn't get cut off, but I can put Gale in my lap. I have a little Gale plushie. I got a little Leon plushie. They can both go in my lap. I can put on the gaming arms, and they can both chill there while I game. So, so I made a little showcase video, and I didn't show off the plushies, which I probably should have. So, I want to make a new one. Also, because I added these arms, I don't know. I was futzing around with it like yesterday, and I kind of, I made a video, and then I realized it was too late to submit it to VGen, and then I realized, like, it's like, don't you hate it when you do a whole thing, and then you realize, like, there's just a big, glaring, gaping mistake, and you just are done, you export it, and you're like, oh no. There's, like, a literal mistake, like, right here. I forgot to bring her left leg, this one, out. So like there's no line here. I know it's like a little thing. I know it's a tiny little thing. But like I'm just like, oh my god, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me that the layering wasn't correct? Rah! Yeah, I love how modular she is. Like I really love this PNG Tuber remix. I think it's like really fun. It's my favorite one so far. Because, like, the little bits of, like, extra dexterity that you get, especially with the toggles, is so nice. Because I don't have to make, like, a new avatar. Like, I don't have to make a model that's just for gaming, or just for art, or just for, like, Baldur's Gate chibis, or Leon chibis, or whatever. I can just, like, you know, have them. And, like, I don't have to worry about them interfering with, like, my reactions or anything. It's really nice, so I'm really stoked about it. So it's great, but yeah, when I made this, like, I recorded a video and I like put captions on it and blah blah blah, and like just I put these arms on and I didn't realize when I had the gamer hands on, because you don't see it with the gamer version of her. You don't see like that back leg. It's all obscured by the controller, so I had no idea that the layering wasn't I had no idea the layering wasn't right, as you can see here, this leg, this left leg. Anyway, but I'm gonna play it because I made it. I'm gonna make a new one now, but since I made it, I'm gonna play it. Welcome to my new PNG Tuber 3.0. Now with mouse tracking, now with lip sync. She can look over there. She can look over there. She can look down here. She can do a little eye roll. She can look a little cross-eyed. You can make different expressions like this one that also has mouse tracking on it. Whoa. She can make this face, and she can make this face, and she gets a little bit of head movement with these faces, and even this face for when things get a little bit hairy. Maybe a little sweat drop for when they get hairy. Maybe quite a few sweat drops for when things get really hairy. So we can have her draw, we can have her game, she can play games. So there's a lot of fun things this new PNG tuber can do. A lot of fun with the mouse tracking and the lip sync, and the toggles make it so easy to go between expressions and accessories and pair everything up together.
Exactly,
So
let's
a lot
face.
of fun. Can't
Let's
keep
face.
using her. Whee! Thanks for joining me on my PNG tuber adventures, y'all. Whee! Welcome to my new PNG tuber.
So
3.
essentially, I'm gonna like make the same thing, but I also want to show off the chibis. Want to show off the ability for chibis, or little plushies. This is my Leon plushie. I wish I had him in real life. I don't. And this is my Gale plushie. I also wish I had him in real life, and I don't. I don't know if there's any Baldur's Gate merch. I would love to know that, because I know for a fact there are no Resident Evil plushies, because I have looked. There is a Resident Evil a Leon Tsum Tsum, which I don't like the Tsum Tsums. They're the little like weird hamster things. And also there's just like a weird kind of fabric that they use to make it like extra plush. But it's just, I just want normal plush fabric, please. But yeah, so I want a Leon like this. I really want a Leon like this so bad, and it doesn't exist. And then there's just like action figures. There's some really great Leon action figures that are like knockoffs essentially. Oh, and I call myself a Leon fan. I know. I wish I had him on my bed. Oh my god. I'm sure there's Leon body pillows I could get, but I'm more of a plushie than a body pillow kind of person. But anyway, that's like a little TMI. I know that I've seen Gale body pillows, though. I have seen Gale body pillows. I've seen a lot of merch for Baldur's Gate. Oh my god. But yeah, I'd love a little plushie like this. This is like a cute little Gale. This is how I would design a Gale plushie. That'd be my plushie. And then I have my little avatar Kroot on top of my head. Oh boy. Anyway, plushies aside. It's time for my adventure. Also, I really dig that I can add a little stroke to her and like a little drop shadow on OBS. I wasn't doing that, but I don't know, it's kind of cute. I don't know. I could do that. I'm not gonna do it right now, but it is a cute little look. I love making them look like stickers. And I had my Vtuber one. That's what she looks like. Yeah. Where is she? Here she is. She looks like that. Where is she? My simple dimple. Yeah, I don't know which layer she's on. She's on a layer. You can see her floating behind. But yeah, I like that I can add that in OBS if I want. I don't know. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I'm like, eh. Anyway. All of that to say, today is the day to begin our Live2D adventures. I have it. It is on my computer. It is downloaded. So what I'm planning for this, I have all of my pieces. So I did like flatten out and create.
you know, a whole thing. You know, I did flatten out all the pieces and break them up and make them for Live2D, but like this is like pretty low res. It's pretty poopy looking, and also for Live2D, I want to be able to have her kind of at least turn her upper half. Like I think that we could kind of like keep that bottom half like belly button down. We can keep that like kind of the same. So I'm going to keep that the same, but everything else I'm going to give the ability for right and left turning, like so we're going to see what that's like. Cuz yeah, I think we got this. I think that it's just a little bit of like designing all of this ish. So I'm just gonna like group some stuff together. I'm gonna turn off the arms for now. Little Miss Shiva over here. Okay, yeah, the body, I'm gonna have to... You know, I want to think too about how I want to build this out, because when I was playing around with Live2D like a little bit ago, like a few days ago when I first downloaded it, I like popped her in there and I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And then like I was kind of getting into like some weird ways with like the deformers and the stuff like that. And I'm just like, I don't know, I might play around with building her out in a weird way to kind of like fake having to deform her. Well, I'll show you what I mean when we get there. Right now, if I try and explain what's in my head, it might be extra confusing. Oh gosh, I'm like, that always happens to me with like stuff like this, where I like, have some big brain idea and like I try and explain it and it's like nobody understands you, Lexi. All right, so let's take these accessories and turn them off. We're gonna have to redraw them anyway. Okay. The brows, I have thicker ones for angry, so I'm gonna just turn all of them off right now. Nose, glasses front, glasses side. Cool. Okay, cool. So it's gonna, yeah, we're gonna have to go like this. Cool. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god. Gail's the only one. Gail is the only one that understands me. That's true. That's true. I would just be speaking nonsense and Gail would be like, that's a good point. I need a Gail. I need a Gail in real life, or like just like a Google Translate button. I just need a whole Google Translate category of my own and then we'll be fine. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Keep the eyes like this. Yeah, it's like one of these things where I'm a lot better at explaining myself, I will say, because like I've been teaching classes for like a few years now, and I've really noticed like just how much better I've gotten at explaining things from like watching my classes back, like rewatching some of my recordings, because I teach over Zoom and I record everything, so that's great for, you know, my students rewatching it, but it's also great for me because then I can just kind of like revisit stuff and see like what was working, what maybe, you know, I could improve on in terms of how I explain things, how I go about, you know, step by step explaining the process. But like, man, I listen back to some of those old recordings and I'm just like, I'm just straight up like, oh god. It's like if you took all of the information in a book and you then took that book and then you cut up like every kind of concept and then you chopped every concept up in half and then you had like thousands upon thousands of like little cutouts of pieces of information from that book. And then you put them all in a hat. And then you just mix that hat around. And then you, like a psycho, take out each little bit of concept information and strung them together. That would be like the way I used to explain stuff. Like, oh my god. Like, I'm glad people like my vibe because I don't know what I'm trying to say half the time. Oh my god. So I'm really grateful that I could just like watch my own class recordings back and get a sense of just like what the hell is going on. Oh my god. I swear. So I'm a lot better now because I'm a lot better at being like, hold up, Lexi, hold up, stop, let's explain, let's stop, let's backtrack. I know this other idea is really interesting right now, but we have to stick to this one. So this whole idea builds upon itself and flows together in a way people can understand. Because I know you understand in your head, Lexi. Oh my god. So, and you know, I don't think that it's like the kind of, I don't think it's like the craziest thing. I think that like, you know, honestly, it's probably something that is that people do. It's probably just a more common thing, you know. It's not like I have some like, you know, I don't know. It's not, I think that it's just a normal thing, you know, when people have to explain something. It's a skill. Some people are inherently good at the skill, and some people, you know, need to learn how to organize their thoughts. And I'm one of the latter. So I want to keep the rough edges, you know, for better or for worse. You know, we'll see how I feel about it. Do I want those rough edges? Or do I like these rough edges? I'm gonna see. Pile cartoon brush. And then this is like my OKKO brush. I think that the Kyle cartoon brush might end up looking a little bit nicer. Because the OKKO brush just has like a little bit of like this action going on where it's a little more smooth. So we might get a more like ink blotty sort of look rather than, you know, too much texture. Too much noise rather. So yeah, if it can look a little less noisy, I think we'll probably have a better time. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna like, I don't know, I'm not gonna like get super precious because I'm actually gonna like half animate it here just to make sure, because with me it's like I kind of have to see something moving in motion to like see what's right and what's wrong. It's kind of how my brain works. So when I do like turnarounds for like characters and stuff, like that's usually how I do it. It's usually how I like make sure that the model is like nice and on model as the character turns around. So I want to make sure that line weight makes sense. Okay. Oh, yeah, let me turn on music. Oh my god, it's so dark. I mean, it's so quiet. It's so dark. It's so dark. It's black out here. Right. This music sounds like so Zelda. I like it. I was watching this video yesterday, listening to this video about just somebody like tearing Tears of the Kingdom a new one. And it was so true. I felt like kind of vindicated playing or listening to it. It was so funny. It's like so I love that people can just like talk about things like that for like 3 hours at a time. It's like 3.5 hours of just over analyzing every disappointing thing about XYZ. It's like so funny to me. It's so dark I can't hear the music. Oh my god. I know. No, like I used to I got teased by a friend of mine back in the day because like one time at a birthday party, like they were they're popping balloons and everyone's putting their hands in their ears, and like they like put their hands on their ears and then they like kind of sit on them or like, you know, jump on them. And me, instead of doing that, like on my nose to do it, everyone's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, you know, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. That's a good question. What am I doing? What's happening? I don't know what's happening. Alright, so okay, I know what I'm gonna do. So her hair is asymmetrical, and that could be a problem, but it won't be, because I'm gonna solve that problem by just making her bald head be a big bald head. And then, you know, we'll just have the head be asymmetrical. Okay. I wonder if there's a mirror tool for Photoshop. That's actually a really good question. I didn't even think about that. I did not consider such things. Because that's how everyone does these. From how I've seen. Everyone uses some symmetry tool. I want to decide this is how I want it to look though. Because I have a little bit of a... I got a bit of a heart-shaped face. So I want to make sure I emulate that. But it's okay, you know, I'll just be a little bit looser about this. I hate ads! I hate ads! Why are there ads? I swear, I play this thing for an hour. And then it doesn't have any ads, but then the second I play it for you guys, it's like... Do you like ads? No! Okay, those earrings are gonna have to be a separate layer. Is my piercing? Yeah, my piercing is on this side. I want to get another ear piercing. Like I have one up here, and then I have one here, and then on the other side, I want to get like one of those industrials. That's what I want. So then I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's like nice and asymmetrical. Yeah. Okay. Glasses. It's way too bright. These are dark. There we go. They're dork. Some dork glasses. How do I want our nose to go? I don't know, maybe like this, and maybe something like this. Where it's maybe up like that. Yeah, well... I don't know, it's like with noses, you either want to like... You know, I can also like snap things too. I found out that like I can snap images in Vtuber, so that's a nice thing. So I'm gonna definitely make sure that I do that. What I like about using a rough brush is that I don't have to be super duper precious about anything. I can just like kind of not worry too much about my edges being like perfect. A lot easier to connect stuff together. Oh, okay, 1 second. Gotta charge my webcam, bish. Bloop, bloop. We will be back. My PNG tuber is on, so.
At Ralph's, you never compromise. You get up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices that are lower than low. With quality and savings that add up, Ralph's shoppers never compromise. Ralph's, fresh for everyone.
Style or substance.
Sorry about that.
Don't stop.
Oh my god, stupid ads. Of course there'd be an ad the moment I walk away for a second. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. I had a call that I had to take. I couldn't not take the call, but then I also could keep working, so I did. This is like one of these days where it's like, you know what? Bunch of things are happening, but you just gotta, I don't know, do your best. Like, am I gonna not stream because I have a phone call? No. I'm going to keep streaming because I've been wanting to do this for days. Let me see. Let's hope that this works. Am I back? Is my webcam back? I am back. Yay. Okay. So yeah, I'm trying to get the glasses together. Just trying to see like what the right proportioning is on this, because like I don't know. I just want to kind of get decent proportioning on these eyes. I didn't design her to be viewed from the front. I mean, you wouldn't be seeing these little sides anyway. Where's that little nose that I drew? There it is. That goes on top. What's so French? Makes me think of Cass in Breath of the Wild. I always liked bumping into Cass. Diddle-diddle-doo, diddle-diddle-doo. Hello, Tom Slatton. How are you doing today? We are PNG tubing and grooving. Well, okay, yeah, we are actually doing that, but we're building our Live2D character. I say our, but it is my, but we're doing it together, so it's our shared experience. I might redraw this just to do a symmetry tool version, so it's like 100% perfectly symmetrical, but it's symmetrical enough. Oh, I see what they did. Oh, you're supervising. Yes, thank you for supervising, Tom. I feel safe knowing that you're here watching over me. You know, I bet you're a good supervisor. I bet that if you were like my manager, I'd be like pretty stoked about that. I'd be like, oh good, a sane person. Somebody who like understands like actually how to like, you know, do a thing, and it's not just like telling me to do whatever they think is fun or whatever they think is gonna make them look good at their meeting. You know, I bet you're a nice art director. Yeah, I'm sure, yeah. I mean, it's like, it also depends on who's giving you shit, you know? I bet it's the artists that aren't giving you shit a lot of the time. I bet that it's not the artists. Yeah, I guess you're right. Well then if you're my manager, it makes me kind of, one day, it makes me want to troll you. I'm gonna have the desire to troll you. Just because of this conversation, so watch out, Tom. Or maybe don't hire me, I don't know. Either way. I don't think I can barely say barely say mean things to NPCs in frickin' Baldur's Gate. I wouldn't be able to actually troll someone in real life. Like, that's a joke. That's a big joke. Joke's on me. Yeah, no, I guess anybody can come at you with some shenanigans. Shenanigans. Shenani and her gans. You know, I really have not had many. I had one like the second semester I was teaching, and I didn't know what to do because I just didn't know how to like handle a personality that was like a little difficult. Like, and I think and now I would have a totally different approach. Now I'd just be like, yeah, whatever, you do you, kid. Like, I would just like, you know, I wouldn't be like, so I wouldn't take it personally or like be offended really. Because like for me it's different with teaching. Like it's definitely different than if you're on like a project, because if you're on a project, like you're responsible for the work that that person produces, like as their supervisor. And so like, you know, you have to make sure that you're like managing expectations with them and with your supervisors. You're this middleman. When you're a teacher, they're just paying you for the class. So if they do good, great, it's on them. If they do bad, great, it's on them. I get paid. I get paid. No, I don't get that. I get paid either way, and they're spending money either way. So it's like you can spend all this money on college and all this money on these classes and not like utilize what I'm trying to give you, not utilize the time and space, and still spend that money, and that's on you. I get paid either way. So it's like, I don't really care, you know, whatever. It's like, if they're gonna be like difficult, then like that's gonna just hurt them. Like I'm not the one getting in the way of that. So I don't really care. But really, it's just been like one student that has kind of given me a little bit of sass and a little bit of difficulty in that way. Out of the couple hundred I've had. So I've been really lucky. They're like, I'm so lucky. My students are just so nice. They're just such good people. They're such creative people. They're so inspiring. Like they really inspire me, and they're so enthusiastic and so good, like in all the different ways. I'm just very lucky to know them. Very lucky to be there for that part of their journey. So I don't know. We'll see if I run into that one student again. I don't think she's graduated yet. She might be in one of my classes. Ruh-roh. Yeah, exactly. If everyone knows the rules, we don't have to have any conflict, but yeah. Well, hey, if I have to teach her again. Oh, I outed some information about them. If I have to teach that student again, then like I'll just handle it differently. Yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. I don't care. But yeah, they don't usually give me problems. And I think like part of it's just because I'm pretty positive about everything, you know, like I'm like pretty positive about them and their progress and like where they're at. I'm not comparing them to each other or to other stuff. It's just like, where are you at? Okay, let's see how far we can get you to the next spot, you know. What are the quickest next steps to get you to another level of being able to produce this? So I think the context really is what creates like the nice environment. Though like I have heard some teachers like, I don't know, they get into arguments with their students and like contention, and I'm just like, how does that happen? like what did you say to them? Like that's what it makes me think. It's like, what did you say to them? What did you do, person? Because these guys are like kids, most of them, so many of them. So what did you say to the child to get that reaction? Is my it's always my question. Like I just raise an eyebrow every time I hear something like that. I'm like, okay. I probably would have said the same thing back to you. If it were me, I would have backtalked the same. No. I just tell my students to report people. It's a lot easier. But I think that there's not that many instances of that nowadays, to be honest. I think everyone's pretty good at just respecting each other. more so than, well, actually, never mind. I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into the thoughts that just came into my mind about that. That's not for me to talk about. But I love teaching because, like, again, everyone's so good. They're just so inspiring. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Yeah, this'll be good. This'll be the back. It's like I have to really think about how I build this out, this puppet. It's gonna have to turn all the different ways. Oh, don't flip vertical. Yeah, the belly button's just gonna need to be a different layer. Yeah, what I'm thinking is I'm gonna like just do front view or front view of the top part of the Live2D model. I'm gonna keep because like you can see on my PNG tuber, like, you know, this part where I'm sitting cross-legged like feels fairly straight on-ish, so I'm just gonna keep that the same, and then I'm gonna give the top part like kind of dexterity to kind of go back and forth. So I'm usually sitting in a kind of 3/4 view way anyway when I'm doing any particular thing, because I have two screens. I got two screens like this. Trying to pantomime it. I got two screens, so like I think if I can give myself the ability to look both ways, like not only will that give me the most mileage for like kind of conceptualizing and figuring out the best ways to do this, but also it'll just give me the most flexibility with my model. So we'll see. I mean, I was kind of tempted to make one that's more like 3/4 view centric, like my PNG tubers are, but I think I want to go the full tilt boogie. So we'll see how much I regret that decision, or how much I like it in the end. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll find out. Because yeah, I want it to be like, yeah, I don't know, I'm like thinking about the mouth shapes too. It's like that means I'm just gonna have to do like more with the mouth shapes. I don't know. Okay. That should be okay. That should be okay. That's fine. Because yeah, this will be like the, I don't know, we'll see how I center everything. I'm gonna have to probably make adjustments on all of this because stuff may not be like centered exactly. exactly correctly centered. Well, that's okay. Ba-ba-da-ba-bum, bum, bum, bum-ba-da-ba-da, ba-ba-ba-da. Okay, I should probably turn her off. She's like right in front of what I'm doing. Hee hee hee. Yeah. Don't look here. Don't watch me. But watch me. Watch me, but don't watch me. Okay. I think that I'll just I'll build up from here because the rest of this is gonna be pretty much just me retracing my drawing, just high res. The high res version. No. Excuse me. Okay. That's good. Yeah, this doesn't really matter 'cause yeah, this doesn't really matter because it's not going to be visible, so just fill this in. I mean, if I add any stretching or whatever, it'll be good to have this in here, but it's not gonna be very important right now. Alright, cool. Alright, just for finesse. Okay, body, skin. Gotta start naming these so I don't get really confused. Because it's already happening. Sweat, pants. Waist. Necklace. You know, I don't have my necklace as like an asset that I can like make hop around on my PNG tuber. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. Necklace, pendant. I'm not gonna put another necklace on it right now. So I do have this sun necklace that I wear all the time. So I could, because I wear this jewelry all the time. Necklace. I'll say this is a choker, just in case I do a necklace at some point. Choker. I don't know how to add like more layers in Live2D. I know that there's probably some smart ways to do it. So what I'm kind of thinking is like, I don't know, I'm like kind of thinking like when I make her in 3D, I can maybe cheat the 3D perspective by like having it so I can like turn off. I want to maybe think about doing the same thing with the cheeks where it's like I can kind of turn on one cheek and move it out and then put it back and turn it off and then move it out the other way instead of having to like deform my model, like it would kind of give it almost a 3D effect as well. I might play around with doing that because I think, yeah, exactly like you do in Harmony. Exactly. I'm kind of like thinking like half of how I would build it out and something like that, because I'm coming from like the animation puppet perspective. I feel like we would avoiding like deforming the line art as much as possible is gonna be the name of the game, I think, in Live2D, unless I'm doing like very like thin, delicate line art. Since I'm doing thick line art, the less I can deform it, the better. It's kind of what I'm thinking. So in that case, I maybe want this to go up like this, because we'll cover it with the arms anyway. It might look like a weird build, but I think this is what's gonna get us there. That'd be dope if I could teach like a Live2D class. I guarantee there's nobody doing that at my school. Guarantee. Live puppet. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. Oh gosh, I never tried Adobe Character Animator. I'm interested. I can't say I'm not interested. But yeah, I think it would be really fun to do. I know, they do have 3D things. Oh my god, Zed, I'm gonna change this back to the other music if you do it one more time. I know, yeah, they have 3D stuff. I don't know how... I like 2D stuff more generally. Whenever I see like a 3D VTuber, like, I like it. I do. I just always prefer 2D ones. There's just something about... It's like when you do it in 2D, you have to like finesse every little part. And there's something about that, like having to like kind of touch how every little part moves that like has a better feeling to me a lot of the time. It's not always true, but I tend to gravitate more towards the 2D ones. Yeah, there's always something about it being a drawing. I mean, I feel like art just, it carries energy. We don't always realize it. Because, like, you know, we're just, it's like such a subtle thing, but it's like, you know, when you look at something and you feel something, that's you picking up on the energy that that artist put in that, and it can happen on very, like, overt levels, and it can happen very subtly as well. And, yeah, this will be good. And, you know, so I think that there's just more opportunities for that in a drawing versus not, you know, versus in a 3D model. You know, it's like you have opportunities in a 3D model for that, certainly, but it's a little different. Yeah, I think this will be the best way to do it. Behind. I'm gonna do this for the cheeks too. Put the shoulders back. Belly button. There may be a moment where I need to, like, get up and be right back. like in the next half hour. So just preparing y'all. I won't be gone very long, but just so no one gets scared, I will be back. Alright. Behind. Pizza's coming! Yeah, pizza! Oh my god, I haven't had pizza in so long, man. I haven't eaten pizza in... Actually, that's not true. I had pizza like a month ago. But I'm vegan, so like... Maybe it's more accurate to say I'm mostly vegan. Because like, I eat butter, I eat cottage cheese. But I don't eat them because like I like them. I mean, I do eat them because I like them. That's definitely true. But I eat them because there's like just vitamins and nutrients and all of that. But protein, yeah, but it's butter's got some vitamins that like you just can't get in plants. K2 and cottage cheese, there's like also some health benefits to that and how I eat that. So, you know, so that's why. But other than that, I don't eat animal products because I just can't anymore. I'm like if you stop eating dairy for long enough, you become lactose intolerant. Spoiler alert. So if you want to like keep eating dairy, keep eating dairy. Okay. All right. You know what? Yeah. I wasn't lying. I wasn't kidding. I was not kidding. You thought I was kidding? I was not. One second. That's way too loud. There you go. Okay. YouTube thought I was kidding. I was so serious. I was so super serious. Let me know if it's too loud. Or if it's just right. I know if we're Goldilocks over here. But yeah, spoiler alert, if you stop eating cheese, you won't be able to keep eating cheese. So, if you never want to stop eating cheese, then don't stop eating cheese. That's my pro tip. No, I don't want to process my image. But yeah, that's the thing. So whenever like I'm at a friend's house and there's like pizza and it's like some sort of party or something and there's like nothing else to eat, like well, I mean, it's like, I don't know, it's like I want to eat the pizza, but I know that I don't like the cheese anymore. Like, again, you get lactose intolerant, so it's like, it's not as fun. But I peel the cheese off and then I just eat the bread. And maybe I eat like one piece of cheese as like a kind of garnish, like one little snippet niblet of it. And my friends watch me do this, and I'm like, I can just bring other food if you guys don't want to watch me do this. And they never complain. They've never once complained. They're so sweet. They've never once complained about this. And I'm just I don't know. I feel like it's not the most pleasant thing to witness. Although I've been vegan long enough that my friends are so sweet, they like actually like remember and bring me food and stuff. Like, they're so sweet. Like, they don't have to remember, but they do. Yeah. You know, vegan's challenging if like it's challenging if you're like making yourself do it. I think that's the real trick with like vegan. It's like if you're not making yourself do it, then like it's great because you're just getting all of this benefit of like, yeah, you're just getting all this benefit of like, you know, not eating certain things. Honestly, I don't think you need to be vegan to be healthy. That's just not true. I think like after being vegan, I'm only vegan because I've been vegan. Like, I'm only vegan because, like, I lost my desire to eat that stuff. It's not because I want to be vegan, but I don't not want to be vegan. It's just like, this is just where I'm at, you know? It's not because I think it's the better life choice or anything. It's just because, like, I stopped eating it for so long that if I eat it now, I'm like, ew. You know, this is just where I found myself. I think that if you want to be healthy, there's only a few rules you need to follow, and then you can just eat whatever else. I mean, not eating a ton of red meat is also probably a good idea. I remember one time I got like I got a grill, and oh my god, like my ex and I just had like an obsession with grilled steak and veggies, and like every night for like a month or more than that, we had grilled steak and veggies, and it was so good. And then, like, it was funny because a month later, after that month, at the job I was at, they had this like health survey thing, because like it's just the timing was just good timing on this, where every year they would have this like little health survey thing where they brought people in to like measure everyone's like blood pressure and shit like that. And then they measured my blood pressure, and they were like, what are you doing? Why is it so high? Why is your cholesterol so high? And I'm like, oh, because I've been eating like red meat every night in excess for like over a month now. They're like, stop doing that. So it was good that I found that out. It was good that I figured that out, because that was like not healthy for me. I don't know if I would have like made the choice to consciously stop unless I had had that little like health survey thing too. So like I got lucky, let's just say that. They saved me from myself. Oh my god. I'm totally building this out like a harmony rig. This like 1,000,000% looks like all the harmony rigs I've monkeyed around with. So funny. With all the cutter tools and shit. But yeah, so red meat isn't like great to eat every day. 3 coffees, 2 pounds of grilled beef every day. Oh, well, that was my second problem, was the coffee. Oh my god, like I had a moment where I just guzzled the heck out of coffee. Oh my god. It was not good. I drank it like it was water. It's like I wake up and I drink a whole thing of French press, and then I go to work and I drink another. No, sorry. I wake up, I drink a large coffee. On the way to work, I get another large coffee. I get to work, I go and get a bunch of coffees with my friends. After lunch in the afternoon, I get another coffee. On the way home from work, I get a coffee. I come home from work, I have a coffee. Oh my god, AKA I have a problem. That was the moral of the story. Lexi has a problem. I'm just like, I think back and I'm just like, what the heck was I doing? Oh my god. I have 1 coffee a day. It's a big cup. I have 1 French press a day. Maybe a little bit less than that. But I usually stop drinking around 4. I don't know. I stopped drinking as much coffee. Well, I don't know. I kind of got back into my bad habit. Oh no, I never got that bad. I was like, that was really bad. Yeah, it didn't help with the stress I was feeling at the time. Let's just say that. Like, it did in the short term, because coffee has like feel good hormones or whatever, or like feel good. It's a drug. Coffee's a drug. So the drug aspect helped me. But maybe not the stimulant aspect, you know. Maybe the stimulant aspect was not so helpful. But yeah, I like, I don't know, a couple years ago I got into having Americanos, and like I'd go to Starbucks and I'd get Americanos, and then the universe was trying to tell me to stop drinking Americanos because wait 1 second. Before we get too far, I always get confused with right and left, so I'm gonna say this is the left side. Because if I turn around, that would make this the left side, and this is the right side, just so we have a reference. But the universe is trying to tell me to stop because at first, like, they were great. They were so great. Oh my god, they're so tasty. Tasty Americanos. And then all of a sudden at all of these places I would get them, all these Starbuckses, either the machine didn't work or the person made a terrible Americano just cuz. And then there was like only one guy I could trust at this one place to make me a good Americano. And it's like, I can't go to the Barnes and Noble and just pray that the one guy that works there that knows how to make it is working that day and ask everyone for him and just be like, hey, I just want you to be my Americano maker. Like, I can't do this. So it was always like a gamble at a certain point buying an Americano because I like it really strong. I liked it to like smack me in the face, you know, jostle me, shake my shoulders. I was looking for that level of wha-bam, of bitterness. It's very bitter. So yeah, but it's hard to get that. So yeah, that was the first step of the universe telling me to like stop doing that. And then the second kind of hint that I got was they raised the price, and then the price was just like so stupid expensive for a drink that people couldn't even make right, that I just was like, no, I'm just not gonna buy this from there like ever again. And actually I haven't bought an Americano from there for like years since. And that's the moral of my story. The universe will definitely tell you to stop doing shit. One way or another. Just whatever way you'll listen, it'll tell you. And if you don't listen, it'll try and tell you another way, so at least there's that. Yeah, you know, it is funny how sometimes it's easy to quit stuff. Like, that happened to me with sugar. Like, I would just like eat so much crap. Oh my god, just so many snacks, sugary snacks and candy. Oh my god, I was such a candy fiend for a while. And I was a big sweets fiend for a long time in my life. And then I like listened to this like podcast on how sugar is bad for you, and then I just went cold turkey like almost the next day, and it wasn't hard. I didn't have any withdrawal. It was just like super duper easy. And then I didn't eat sugar for like, I don't know, it was like 2 or 3 years, like just none. Like none at all. Just fruit, but no sugar at all. And it was like very surprisingly easy to do. But I think like if you're not really emotionally attached to something, it makes it like really easy. Like, I don't know, I kind of stopped drinking alcohol, like, not on purpose. I just kind of stopped drinking alcohol. I just very rarely have any. When I do, it's fine. It's one of these things, like, I used, not that I used to drink a lot. I just had some friends at one point that drank a lot, and then I just would drink with them a lot. Like a stupid amount. And I just didn't, you know, just sometimes it's like, sometimes it's easy to just stop. Other things it's hard, because it's like, you know, if you get an attachment to it, like you're like, oh, I need this to feel okay, that's when it's really hard. That's when it's another issue, and you gotta just be nice to yourself. Okay. That's a whole other thing. This is not a therapy podcast, but it could turn into one if we keep going down this route. Yeah, I like a good sparkle water. I try and stay away from natural flavors for the most part, though. That's the one thing. It's like I wish more sparkling water brands like didn't have natural flavors in them. There are some that don't, but I usually just get the plain one. But I would have gotten the plain one anyway, natural flavors or not. Spicy water. Yeah, I don't know if I like seltzer or sparkling water best. Seltzer water has a little salt in it, and I think that that gives it a little bit more like oomph. I think that this body is actually probably pretty good. Because then I can like, this is good. Let me see if I turn off the booba. Yeah, and then we can kind of do that. We can extend the booba. I can probably take this shirt and like just stretch it a little bit. Yeah, I think that'll work for the 3/4 view. Yeah, cool. Now I just want to see how the arms might fit into there. Yeah, it's good when you don't get pressured to do the stuff. Do the drinking kind of stuff or the peer pressure kind of stuff. I was always lucky that I had some good friends that like just were also nerds like me. I'm very glad that my friends are the same kind of like nerdy I don't know, just good people. You know what? Just good people. Whether we're nerds or not. I don't know, I'm not trying to imply that all nerds are good people. That is actually it's not to say but I think like the more kind of quiet, creative, artful types just tend to like not like get us into that sort of thing. Well, actually, that's not true. Me thinking about the Basquiat exhibit that I went to. Oh my god. I think, like, we're fortunately past the time when, like, just everyone's on drugs. Like, I think that we're fortunately past that time where the tortured artist, like, just does drugs to cope. That was a hard time for people. Hard time in life. Alright. You go to these exhibits and you're like, wow, this artist made such amazing stuff. And it's like, yeah, they did so many drugs. And then they overdosed. And it's like, ah. This is so sad. Oh no. Oh no. I didn't want that. I know, right? Who has that kind of money? Well, Basquiat was getting like, flush. She's getting so much money. That dude got so rich so fast over his stuff. Like, it just got discovered and he got so rich. Like, I heard a story at the exhibit where he just like pulls up to like his dad's house and like in a big, like, I don't know, Rolls Royce, big fancy car with just wads of money. He's like, Dad, I've made it. It's like, oh my god. So yeah, that's how they overdose. They can afford all of the fancy drugs. Oh my god. None of the fancy therapies, but fancy drugs. Unfortunately. I know drugs are expensive, man. Actually, you know, being a vegan is less expensive than it was when I ate meats and cheeses and sugar. Like, all that stuff's really expensive. Produce is fortunately less expensive nowadays than it used to be.
Mas eu não quis querer, nem quero mais voltar pra mim.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's better to invest in the good cheese at the grocery store. I'll make a case that if you invest in the good cheese at the grocery store, like, you'll be saving money. That's my thing. When I had, before I was fully vegan and when I ate cheese, here we go. Left, right. Glasses. Because the expensive cheese is like more flavorful, and so you need less of it to like feel like you're kind of getting that cheese effect, versus like cheaper cheeses have a more kind of muted sort of flavor profile, less robust, and so like you have to kind of eat more of it to feel satisfied. But if you just eat the good cheeses, the grass-fed, like stuff from like England and Ireland, like the cheddars from Ireland and England, like, you know, those will be a little more expensive, but you'll buy less of it and you'll need to use less of it to get that very cheesy, delicious effect in your food. And so you end up saving money in the long run. And then you won't be able to eat the cheeses that aren't as good, and so you won't want them, and so you'll save more money that way. I love brie. I still love brie. Sometimes I eat brie. And I love goat cheese. I'll sometimes still eat that. That I can eat. Any kind of cheddar, like, unfortunately, it's like if you think about cheddar, it's very fudgy in a way. And it is like cow fudge. And I'm definitely lactose intolerant when it comes to cow fudge, unfortunately. Yeah, very salty. That's the thing, the higher quality of cheese, the more like kind of salty and intense the flavor is gonna be. At the head, I'm just not. I'm thinking I'm gonna build it out like a harmony rig, because I think that'll just kind of do me better. Okay, I'm gonna stop pussyfooting around it. We're just gonna go right in there. Yeah, exactly. Like, sometimes I get the good cottage cheese if I'm really feeling it. Other times I get the pretty good cottage cheese. There's this one cottage cheese that's like $8, and it's the best freaking shit I've ever eaten. It's so good. Oh my god. I was like, some guy was asking me about cottage cheeses for some reason yesterday, because I was like buying cottage cheese, and he's like, which one's the good one? I'm like, well, sir, let me tell you, you're in luck. You asked the right person. Just went on a whole diatribe about this one cottage cheese that's really good. He was like so taken aback he bought it. I mean, the one that I usually get's pretty good, but this other one's like really good. Oh, I like ricotta, yeah. Yeah, I don't usually get it. I don't usually buy cheese, but if I'm like eating cheese, sometimes I've gotten ricotta raviolis occasionally, and really good. I like ricotta. I can eat cheeses that aren't the fudge kind of cheeses. The fudge cheeses, I get allergies, but the other kinds of cheeses, so like mozzarella, ricotta, ricotta, brie, goat cheese, I can eat those. In small amounts, I think. I probably shouldn't eat them in excess. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that thing that I do. test everything. Bam, bam, bam. Because that's what you have to do with this stuff. You gotta test everything. Testing, testing, testing. Is this the right thickness? Yeah. Okay. I didn't say play yet. That's okay, you're safe here. You're safe here to not like cheese. You know, at another point in time, I would have thought, like, that's so weird. I wouldn't have understood. But honestly, it's like, I get it. After not eating cheese for a long time, there are a lot of cheeses that are not appealing to me. So I can understand. Is it a texture thing? I know for a lot of people, texture ends up being the deal breaker. I have a friend who doesn't like chocolate. She hated chocolate, like, growing up. And, like, we always teased her. Like, no one could understand. It was kind of a running joke where, like, she would just get mad and we'd try and offer her Oreos or something. She hated it. And it's like, now I can kind of get it better. Not kinda. Like, I knew a lady I worked with who hated soda. She, like, couldn't drink soda. And I was still drinking soda, and at the time I was like, I don't understand. How can you not drink soda? And it's like, now I'm like, yeah, I can see how you don't drink soda. I can very easily see that. Just, like, live long enough, then you can... And you get it. So I'm just doing this as a reference. This is just for my own reference here. Because I want to turn her head. Oh, the taste. Huh, that's interesting. That's usually the part that people are okay with, but it's got its own kind of umami. You know, I'm not gonna get into how cheese is made. You'll feel very, if I told you how cheese was made, you'd probably feel very justified about your feelings. Honestly, you would feel very, like, you'd feel vindicated for, like, any person who ever was like, what? You don't like cheese? Like, you'd be like, no, I was right for a reason. If I told you how cheese was made, I'm not going to tell you how cheese is made. I'll let you look that up if you want to look that up. It's not nice. I'll tell you that. It's not pretty. Alright, I might add like a little patch for when I don't want her chin to show. Because I like the look where the head kind of goes into the... neck. Oh, that's a whole other thing. Oh no, that's funny. That wasn't even what I was like referring to. I don't even know about maggot cheese. That's so terrible. That sounds awful. Oh my god. Wow. You know a worse truth than I, sir. Oh my god. That's hilarious. That's funny. I wasn't even thinking about that. I don't even know. I don't even know how bad it can get, I guess. Oh my god. Yeah, sorry, Tom. Tom's scarred for life. Me, I'm just like, yeah, just another day. Just another day learning about the horrors of things that we did not know before. Welcome to the void. Welcome to the void of existence. Shut up. Like, know how the song goes. It's so funny to me. Okay, I think that ain't bad. You know, I think I have heard that. I have heard that. Oh man. Man, the French are hardcore. Man, I don't know. I don't know if I could get into like conscious bug eating. I know that it's like, it's a thing. It's a thing, and it's done in places, and you know, it's a thing. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I have the like, you know, fortitude. I don't know if you ever saw that movie Snowpiercer. Whenever I think about eating bugs, I think about Snowpiercer. Oh my god. That was an intense movie. Roasted crickets. Yeah, that seems like... That seems like as far as I would go. It's like with maggots, you just think that they're like all like, I don't know, chewy and fleshy and squishy and gushy. All of those things make me very upset. I think that's where I land. Just thinking of those adjectives and things I put in my mouth. I shouldn't have said that sentence. That was a terrible sentence to say. Erase that from the record. I never said that sentence. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. I'm innocent. I don't know how they make vinegar. I know that fermentation, like, requires bacteria eating things, though. I do know a little bit about the fermentation process, depending on, like, you know, what it is. Like, I know kimchi is, like, you know, you use the sugar to feed the bacteria that ferments the stuff, and then it bubbles. I love kimchi. Oh my god. Such a kimchi fiend. Yeah, I think I'll build this out like this, where I have like the cranium, and then I'll have the cheek. I'll just have both sides of the head be, maybe I'll have 4 pieces. Ugh, that might be a lot, but I think it would look good. And I would not have to deform it as much. I had like a chin piece. Because I think it's fine when you have, like, again, thin line work and a more, like, kind of, like, anime skull, but it might be better for me to, like, cheat this a little bit. So let's see if we can recreate this. Oh, vinegar mother. Well, I know for like apple cider vinegar, there's like a quote-unquote mother. But you know, the thing is, the important thing to remember is like, we are made up of bacteria. Like, we are a microcosm of bacteria and like cells and things that like all communicates with each other. And like that's like our gut. Our gut is like a microbiome. We need to have a good healthy microbiome to have a good bit of health in our bodies. So like, you know, there's good bacteria. We can't just be squicked out by all the gross stuff. Because there's good stuff too. There's good stuff in there. Are you a good microorganism or a bad microorganism? I think of like Wizard of Oz. Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Dia de nuvens no céu.
Okay.
Trânsito do lado
I'm
do
gonna
chão.
see. Like, this is like kind of an
Brisa numa
experiment.
lua cheia, na concha fugindo do som. Já à beira desse
I'm really surprised I don't see more like
mundo na
more
maré
animators that do like Toon Boom and rigging and that kind of animation, like making VTubers.
Viver
It's just such like a
para
logical
simples,
leap.
Dia para ser feliz, tirando tempo sob a mão, é casa que perepis, ouvindo fim preto branco, e as nuvens a passar.
Yeah, I'm maybe not gonna corroborate that one. I'm not sure about licking the doorknob, but you know, you're gonna get,
Não vai se encaixar.
you're gonna fortify your system one way or another. Oh my god. Not recommended. Not recommended. At your own risk, sir.
Então quando a coisa aperta, te estiver por triz, lembre o que lhe diz. Viver por ser simples, dia para ser feliz, tirando tempo sob a mão, é cansa que perepis, ouvindo fim preto branco, e as nuvens a passar.
Yeah, that's true.
Eu não sei
People can get good. You can get good money making these things. Like, it's labor intensive, but like, I don't know. Like, if you make a really good one, if you get known for making really good ones too, like you can get some good money making them. I mean, it's learning a new software, but like come on, like, when do you not have to learn a new software? Like, we live in 2025. Like, there's no way to avoid learning new software. Oh my god, like a prerequisite of being an artist nowadays. It's like, oh, it's just required. You're obligated by law. Every year, one must learn one new software at least. An entirely new thing. At least that's been my experience. Like, you just can't avoid it. Like, I mean, and it's what it's like, you're a painter, you have to learn a new medium. So it's not different if you're in analog tools. Yeah, no, I know. If someone comes in knowing the software already, like, you don't have to teach them that. It's like amazing. It's great. Like, that's so ideal. Or it's like if they know a bunch of softwares or adjacent softwares, like, when I worked at Hallmark, I had to learn so many programs. Like, initially I learned, you know, whatchamacallit. I learned Flippin', Adobe Animate. I knew After Effects beforehand, so that was fine. but and I didn't know Premiere. I had to learn Premiere, which was also kind of easy. Premiere is easy.
De abraços e de beijo, traições e de desejo. A vida é construída e segue a si mesmo.
And I learned.
Eu mesmo vi quanto sofri.
I learned Cinema 4D. Alright, do I need like... I need to just build this out differently, I think so.
A vida ensine o tempo,
I think that's the key.
não conheço. A chuva cai, o vento sopra pra seguir, eu perco medo. Caiu, levantou, você precisa ficar atento. Quando parece não haver mais saída, algo acontece e se renova a vida.
I was learning Unity for a second when I was at homework, because I was like, gonna play. I was gonna build like games. I was lucky I didn't have to learn HTML5. My friend learned it. Oh wait, I gotta BRB you guys. BRB.